found a better place for them. But they're zip ties with cleats. So like, and the reason I picked them up was I came home.
Do you happen to have a Phillips screwdriver? I think that might work a little better. Lisa's like, it's the first day of spring, and I'm like, that's great, we're fixing a door today. Oh, are you filming me?
You're on.
Oh, shoot. You're on with Calvin's Repair Garage.
Yeah, so after we sustained some scarring from a little snow road excursion driven by...
Dumb but truly.
If you want to know what's going on...
Unfortunately,
we can only open the door so far before we run into issues, so we're trying to see what tools we can do to hopefully bend this thing back into place, or at least close.
Something. Yeah, that helps. It's the perk of having friends in the mall trained community. They usually have tools and know how to use them.
Yes. And we know how to use them both redneck style and properly.
Oh, this is going to be great. Okay. I'm actually thinking I can... Yeah. There we go. This is the redneck style.
Yes.
To be like,
by the way, whose vehicle was this one? Or is it?
This is mine.
Thankfully, she didn't murder me too much for it.
I was perfectly content with having dents in non-essential places other than a smashed engine or smashed dust.
The smashed dust would be the most unfortunate option.
Yeah, so I will take this over that any day.
Well, considering what happened to her 4Runner a couple years ago, this is like...
This is nothing.
Key straight in comparison.
What happened to the 4Runner?
It basically got smashed and compacted.
Ooh.
Except for the driver's seat.
It went over a bridge, which was... That was a fun day in class when I got that message.
I don't think I messaged you until a day afterwards.
Yeah, well, still, that was a fun day in class when I got the message about because we were going to go skydiving, and then we had to cancel it because of that.
Yeah, I mean, I probably still could have gone and would have been fine, but I figured I wouldn't be able to enjoy it as much with stitches in my hand.
Yeah.
That was one of those.
Although me, you know, it's only a flesh wound.
I mean, in the end, it basically was.
Okay.
Yes, but...
That got torn. Okay.
I have decided that I definitely need a significant other in my life to keep me from killing myself.
I know the feeling. That's why I have her tell me, no, it's a bad idea. Don't do it.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
I'm more like a significant sister to you, though.
Yeah, whatever. A person to tell me don't do that.
Yes, I pick on you to get you out of things.
Or to get you to do things.
My child is getting ready to move off to Missouri.
Mm.
They hide in the back room over here, and hide is about the correct word most of the time.
Better.
Yes.
Getting there.
The routine is that all too frequently they go, "Dad, you're bleeding." I am.
What do you know?
Or Dad, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that bruise? What bruise? That one. Oh.
It works. It's still scraping a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, it's better than it was before, where it was like, oh, nope, now you gotta squeeze in. It's getting there.
He was
yes, much improved.
He was making.
If I knew where my collection of pry bars was.
I I don't think we'll need that one, but we'll just keep it there because it looks good on camera.
He was making a joke. It's like, well, at least the car is going to be harder to steal now because you can barely get in the door.
Yeah. Well, having had my Honda stolen, you know, if that thing goes open sesame to anybody.
I had my VW van stolen. I'm still missing that one sometimes.
Those things are on my wish list of cars, but I know for practicality's sake, it wouldn't be super practical for me. It's more of the, I've got the hippie mobile.
If you are willing to put up with their small challenges,
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant.
It's right in there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to get. You might need a hammer.
If you're willing to put up with the fact that about the only way you can exceed 60 miles an hour is by pushing it off a cliff.
Which means you're not going anywhere fast.
Yeah, but other than that, they're actually, we took, but it was fortunately days of 55 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We took our 71.
Better. Yeah.
We took our 71 all the way to Augusta, Maine and back.
Oh, wow. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get it.
We'll open it again. Let's see. That's better.
One other
way better.
little idea here.
I'm all down for ideas.
Closed door.
Those are.
I've done this one before. Now, let's see, where are we? There we go. Since it's right in here,
Ah, there we go.
now try it.
I mean, it barely rubs, but I think it's about as good as we're gonna get it.
Where is it rubbing?
Right inside there.
Okay, I get it.
So,
Same spot. Well, just let me.
a little magic.
I didn't hear it at all that time. I was hearing it before.
Yeah, well, it's not squeaking anymore, which is nice. It's just a little scrape.
But compared to what it was before,
Yes.
it's a lot easier to work on it here than the hotel parking lot.
By the way, these things, courtesy of Home Depot, are far better than the Harbor Freight version.
Good to know.
The Harbor Freight version is nice, but it's a lot more fragile.
Makes sense. I don't want to do that.
For whatever reason, they made a very nice rubber handle on it.
Uh-huh.
The problem was the insert that holds everything,
Doesn't work.
no, eventually becomes loose in that nice little rubber handle.
Oh, lovely.
Alright, while we're at it, let me just...
For aesthetic's sake.
And also not rubbing sake. There we go. It's like it never happened.
Yeah, right.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson on Top Gear. Oh, I fixed it!
Let's make sure the door still works.
Yeah, it's still rubbing a little bit, but not bad.
I mean,
It's now making noise again though.
I mean,
Right there.
do we have like a stick or something? Something soft that we can put in there to kind of push it back a little bit. So I don't want to scratch the non-scratch paint if I can avoid it. I feel like Jeremy Clarkson fixing things with a hammer.
Scratchy scratch. Now it's black. Oh, we got some timber.
Oh, that might work.
the fact that I'm also part pack rat.
Comes in very handy. Well, there's that one time Calvin's gonna need this in the future. I just know it. The thing is, of actually kind of using the.
When did you run across a piece of ice? Yesterday?
Yep.
Yesterday during the snowstorm.
Ah, yes.
And then to
But
add,
that was where? Up by Susanville?
no, this was in Eldorado National Forest,
okay.
about
Kirkwood.
about 5 minutes before you
Kirkwood,
hit
I know.
Kirkwood. Yeah, and the killer is because we were like, okay, we can at least get the car to Kirkwood. We know we have cell service there, so God forbid we have to call for help. We can
Yeah.
do it there because I've been to that area and I know it's one of the spots where you get service. So I'm like, okay, we'll just go to Kirkwood. And then the killer is literally no more than 5 minutes after we get there, a snowplow drives by. And I'm just like, you couldn't have been there 5 minutes earlier.
Yeah, really.
Like, because when the snowplow went through, it was fine.
Yeah.
I was only irritated by that because it was like, what? We had only waited 5 minutes.
Well, they were trying.
I wasn't mad at the snowplow.
It wasn't their fault.
I wasn't mad at the snowplow. It was just more like on our end, like 5 minutes could have meant all the difference. But who's to say we wouldn't have skidded out somewhere else?
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to
Yeah.
open the door again just to make sure?
I'm just gonna put this one in.
Okay.
It should be good.
It looks more aligned now.
You might have to do a little touch-up paint there.
Yeah, I'm not really worried
Well,
about
that's
the
okay.
paint.
As long as they're
Here.
as long as they're replacing that front fender, they'll probably take care of that too.
Yeah. I mean, it's light.
So at least it's not as noisy as before.
At least the door opens.
Yes.
That's the main priority for me. I was like, well, at some point maybe we'll get some tools to fix
Let's see here.
Well, I can get in there with a piece of wood again.
Yeah, it's like right up in this area right here, I think.
Okay.
It's not bad though.
No. My dad would be proud. Son, it's not perfect, but you fixed it. My dad, though, at one point, the whole fender on my car got crunched in by somebody in a school parking lot.
Oh, really?
And my dad, for like half an hour, just was with a little hammer and dolly. I mean, you can see a little bit of wrinkling in it, but compared to what it was, it's like, it was more than good enough. I mean, I still have the original fender on there to this day. I'm like, yeah, it makes it slightly less valuable on the black market, so that's good. I don't mind if you scrapes on my bumper. It makes it less appealing to take it. Okay, that is all the screws in. I think once I deal with that one thing, we will be done. Man, thank you again.
Yeah, it's like up.
Oh, no worries.
there, I
no
think.
worries.
This definitely frees up our Saturday when we get back. Because I was thinking, well, I can do this at my friend's place. We have tools, but I'll wedgie that in there.
I think you're gonna break it.
No, you can break the wood.
But
Open it again. It's getting there. It's shorter. There's just like one little spot left.
It's
We might as well get it done now.
the piece of wood was basically destined to become firewood at some point.
Might as well have some use before that, huh?
I'm making it into better kindling. It's the kindling maker.
There you go.
I mean, that's opening and closing like.
Close it. Open it again.
I think some of that's just the door hinge sound.
No. There's like a little more right there. But it's very tiny.
Almost. Oh, I see it now. Here,
You almost have it though. You almost have it.
some hammers and wood. It's amazing what you can do.
Yep.
question, I don't think. Look at that seam line. Considering what it was, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, okay, open it again. Close it. I don't hear a thing.
I don't hear a thing.
Thank you so much for
Oh,
letting
no
us
worries.
use your toys.
Bang on your hammers.
Alright, mission accomplished there.
That.
Any more words to say?
Don't skid your car off the road in the ice, okay? Just don't.